Well, guys, it's cold outside. You might have spent the day skiing on the slopes or building a snowman with the kids. When you come inside, you don't only want something to warm you up, but you want something that fills you up as well. And this hearty soup recipe will fit that bill. So spend a couple minutes in Linda's home kitchen and she's gonna show us how to make it. So we're gonna start out dicing 2 onions, and while Linda works on them, let me tell you about our food quiz. Throughout the video, we're gonna ask you 5 questions. They are related to the ingredients or the recipe. There is no grand prize and there is no need to play along. Just a little fun challenge for yourself to test your food knowledge. You have 7 seconds to answer the question or press pause for more time. Anyways, we're gonna divide the diced onions. We're gonna use 2/3 of them in the soup and the other third we're gonna use in the topping. I know the first question was a little tough. The next question is gonna be a little easier and it's gonna be carrot related. While Linda dices 3 carrots, let's check out the next question. As you can see, dicing carrots is pretty tedious. We are looking to dice them in relatively small cubes. They cook much faster. Plus, we really don't want big chunks of carrots in our soup. And to achieve that, you cut your carrots either in thirds or halves, depending on the size. Then you cut them in strips, and now you can easily dice them. So next we diced 1 stalk of celery. It's a shame that I hate raw celery so much. Celery is one of the few vegetables that actually take more calories to digest than they actually contain. It's the perfect diet food. Too bad I can't stand it, but cooked in a soup, I can certainly tolerate it. Next, we're gonna dice 7 ounces of smoked kielbasa, which will be part of our topping as well. And let's check out our next question. Next, we're gonna mince 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. By the way, if you're new here, we are Linda and Stefan, a German-American couple, married for 25 years, 3 children, live in Pennsylvania. Linda has been baking and cooking in her parents' German restaurant for decades, and I enjoy sharing her recipes with you on YouTube. So if you want to support a small mom and pop channel, please give us a like or subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Anyways, next we add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to our pot over medium heat. And we add our celery, 2/3 of the onions and the carrots. We also add our minced garlic. And then we cook and stir for a couple minutes. Now we add 8 cups of chicken stock. If you're aiming for a slightly lighter tasting soup, you can also use chicken broth instead. We want to make a soup as hearty as possible, so we're going to stick with chicken stock. We also add 6 sprigs of thyme and 1 bay leaf. So next we add 1 pound of split peas, one of the namesake ingredients because we are making a split pea and ham hock soup. And I have to admit, I was quite surprised to find out how many calories are actually in a pound of split peas. Next we're going to add our ham hock. Then we cover the pot and let it simmer for 60 to 90 minutes. So in the meantime, we can make the croutons. We use about 5 to 6 slices of bread, preferably one with a nice crust. Now our next question is about split peas. I ask you to refrain from scrolling back because it will give you already 50% of the answer. Let's see if you know it. Now we can add our cubed bread into a bowl. We drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. But we're also gonna season it with salt and pepper to taste. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we mix it all together You want to make sure that all the croutons are covered by the olive oil. So now we bring out our sheet pan and we spread out our croutons nice and evenly. We already preheated the oven. And now we're gonna bake them for 10 to 15 minutes until they're golden brown. So the croutons are done now. We're gonna use them as a topping. And now we're gonna make our second topping to make this soup extra hearty. We add 1 tablespoon of oil to a pot over medium heat and the cubed smoked kielbasa sausage. Then we mix it all together and then we cook it until the kielbasa is lightly browned. We take it off the stove, we set it aside and let it rest. And now we get back to our soup. So the soup has been simmering for over an hour now. The split peas should be nice and soft. Also the ham hock should be nice and tender. And before we proceed, we remove the bay leaf and the thyme. And now we can start removing the meat from the bone. Here are a couple of interesting facts about ham hocks. They are a flavor powerhouse. Despite being a lesser known cut, ham hocks are packed with flavor. They come from the lower part of a pig's leg and are usually smoked or cured, giving them a rich, savory taste that enhances soups, stews, and braised dishes. Ham hocks are high in collagen, which is released during cooking, and thickens the broth, giving it a silky, gelatinous texture, which makes them perfect for dishes that need a bit of body and depth. And last but not least, they are relatively economical. Ham hocks are generally inexpensive compared to other cuts of pork, making them a budget-friendly option that still delivers on flavor. Anyways, Linda has chopped the ham hock in small little cubes. And now it's time to return the meat to the pot. Stir it in and let it simmer for another 30 minutes. So before we are ready to serve the soup, you can season it by adding a little bit more pepper if you like. And while Linda adds a ladle of soup to a bowl, here is our final question. So I was a little bit surprised by the high calorie count myself, but keep in mind, just the split peas alone are 1,600 calories. But then again, this recipe yields at least 8, if not 10 bowls of soup. So it's about 350 calories a bowl, not too bad. Anyways, we top off the soup with our croutons and our onion kielbasa mix. And here you have it, our hearty split pea ham hock soup. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you played along with the food quiz, post your score in the comments. Thanks for watching. Till next time, yours truly, Linda and Stefan.